Welcome back. Here we go. I'm pretty excited about this one. You know, when you got the wood lot going and everything, you know, people get the word out and they know that you're doing the wood. And so they call you, right? So because of me getting the word out, I had a call from a guy, but this guy lives in a mansion. Right? Like the last place you'd ever think I'd be, collecting wood. But they live about an hour away from us, and they got the news and the word, and it's actually a friend of mine's brother. And he actually has this place for sale. So like he told me last winter, hey man, I got some nice logs down in the back. I don't know what kind they are or anything, but you're welcome to come and get them if you want. And he has another place that he's building, right? So I went over to that other place too, and I picked up some logs because they knocked down some just so they can put this new building in. And so now he has this beautiful stash of oak, red oak, white oak. There's some hickory in here. They're all pretty straight, nice. So if I got firewood logs, might even have some lumber logs. And so I thought it'd be cool if I took you guys along and just show you how am I gonna extract these, you know, these urban logs, right? And this one is kind of tricky because I can't tear up the place, you know, because they got it for sale and people are coming by and looking. And I wouldn't want to tear it up anyways, to be honest with you. But when you're out in the forest and there's not a lot of pressure like that on you, not nice, neat grass or anything to take care of, you know, you can just kind of get in there and do your thing. But I got to go real slow, turn around real slow. I'm working real hard here. already did a walkthrough, but I'm gonna work on the edge of the forest here. So I'm not anywhere in the grass. There's like a little leafy area right there, so I'm gonna stay tight on that. So I just thought it'd be cool if I brought you guys along and showed you this one. And I've already used the trailer too, and I haven't showed you that. I went down and picked up a couple logs. I used the, you know, my arch and everything for the first time there on the new trailer, right? So I'm gonna show you guys that coming up. That's what you got to look forward to. I'm just excited. I want to get into cutting this stuff up and putting it on the trailer. I'm probably gonna have to, you know, definitely gonna have to take a couple runs at it. So this is what we'll be doing for a minute. Here we go. Oh, and here's something kind of funny, right? Oh my gosh, it's just like the way things go. So I get off the trailer with the skid steer, and I'm real careful. I come through, you know, because you know this is a subdivision, right? So like, he has a mansion, they have a mansion, they got a mansion over there. So I'm gonna be real careful with the grass and with making any mess, right? I already told them I'm gonna be super clean about it. And I come down here on this hill here, I get all the way down in here, I come right over here, and I move that log that I showed you here, this big one here, and I took that tip off, and you can see it over there. I set it right over there. And then, so, you know, I just kind of eyeball the situation, see how the ground is, a little dry run. Park the skid steer right there. That's it. And I get out of the skid steer and I'm starting to walk up the hill here. And here comes homeowner, right? Homeowner's like looking around. And I know some people are just wondering what you're doing, right? So I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? He says, well, I think you hit something. Everybody just lost power. I lost power in the house here. I said, I'm not your guy. I didn't do nothing. I drove this skid steer straight down here, and all I did was pick up this log right here and then move it and stuff. I said, I'm not digging nothing. I'm not in the air around lines. I'm not in the ground. I'm just lifting up logs. I'm gonna cut these eyesores up and get them out of your way so you don't have to look at them. He can't really see them anyway, but so I said, I'm not your guy. And then he went over and talked to the other neighbor. You could see he comes out and he's like, he says, and he says, oh yeah, all of this area here is without power. So I think we lost power at our house too about 13 years ago. I have this big pile here that's already ready to go. It's kind of cut up, it's kind of wanky and janky, but what I'm going to do right now is, since I got that big one done on that stub, and I got to be somewhere in a minute, I'm going to load all that and this on the trailer. So this will be our first load. So we'll see how we load this on, and then we got to strap it down. That went pretty good. And then I'll throw that stump into the woods more, and then as the briars grow up, you know, and the grass gets a little, and whatever they do, I mean, no one will even know they're back there. Recycle, reuse. So what we're going to do is load all this stuff onto the trailer and see how that goes. Took that big piece up first, I put that on the far side, so that's my stop. And then I'm taking these rounds up, these kind of short. There's kind of a long one right there. And then I got the two that I cut right there. And then there's a couple on the back side of that. I'm gonna put those in the middle, and then I'll grab another long one for the side. These things are so heavy. I wish I could explain to you guys how heavy they are. So I can't stack the trailer up for 1,000,000 miles because all the weight on there, you know, you can only put so much weight on there. So I'm gonna grab that one there, those two there, and maybe one for the outside, and then we'll see how it looks. And this is what I call like zero impact on the ground, right? One, that's why I got the track machine. If you guys get the wheel machines, you're gonna make a big mess, unless it's totally dry outside, right? So you gotta think about your conditions. The track machine's universal. It's good snow, mud, little wet, totally dry, and it really does not tear up the environment. I'm gonna show you guys what I got going on here, and you can be the judge. So, and when you see these little ribs like this, over time and rain, these will just settle back down. No problem there, okay? Very low impact, right? So you can see like all my marks, they're just the little ribs, very low impact. Now up here, you gotta be careful because it's a little wetter, and when you're turning around, your tracks will grab, right? So I'll come back after a while when I'm done tomorrow. I'll smooth all this out for them. And I'll even throw down some seed, but you can see it's pretty sparse here anyways. But I'll do that for them just because I'm that kind of guy. What I want to do is get a 3-point turn going. So when you back up, you just don't want to back up and turn. You want to back all the way up and then just kind of turn real slow and take it a little wider. And that'll cause a lot less damage. If I just backed up and turned, those tracks would just slice, you know, some bad slices everywhere and mound up that dirt. So you want to be real careful. And I'm not going anywhere out there in their grass. I went one time across there just to get over there, but after that, I'm working the edge here. So you got to be respectful now. If folks call you and they want you to come get all this nice lumber for free, you know, respect that property, right? And I'm not doing it just because it's, you know, that thing. I'm doing it because I'm just that kind of guy. I mean, I would do it if it was just a $50,000 house or a $20,000 house, or if there was no house here at all and it was just the land. I would just be respectful of that, and I appreciate them calling and giving me free money. All I gotta do is come down and pick it up. Thing you got to keep conscious of when you're doing a job like this is not running over the sprinkler heads. So I made a walk through here. I looked for all the sprinkler heads. They're not even turned on yet too. That's a good thing. And I made sure to make a path where there was no sprinkler heads, so that I'm just pretty consistent on my area here, and I go back and forth without getting the sprinkler head. back to the homestead. Nice little fade in there. Trailer traveled real nice. Balanced load is always where it's at. I'm gonna slip this stuff off the trailer. I got a little delayed on the way home, but I can't tell you why. So you guys have to watch the next video, and I'll explain it in that video. But I'm gonna unload this right here. A little harder since I don't have the machine, but I think I got an idea how I'm gonna do it. So you guys can watch this on the way out, and then we'll see you on the next video. Also, we just got back from Redmond, Utah, the salt mines there. Really a good time. So if you ordered any chocolate tea or a tea ball or a book or anything like that, I'm a little bit behind, so please be kind. Just give me a little bit of time to catch up. I have to get some stuff done around the homestead, and I know some of you guys are like a week behind. That's never happened before, and I usually do a pretty good job, but I do it all by myself. So, all right, so be kind, and I will get your stuff out to you. It's no problem. All right, we'll see you guys on the next video. Fought too hard to get that far. You're not going backwards on me now. I will not be denied. Shoe dog it. Not too bad for a one-man show, huh? Maybe some of you guys can see now why I'm getting that machinery around here. I got it done, but it took me a second. It was all hands on deck. Smash that thumbs up on the way out if you're not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button and we'll see you on the next video. And don't forget, I'm going to show you why I got delayed. A couple hours anyways.